What is up, my beautiful bitches? Welcome back. So today I thought that I would just check in with you guys. It's almost the end of January, and I know that I believe my last check-in with you guys was actually like 20 days ago. So I took a little bit of time to myself. Some things have happened over the last month or two that kind of hit home a lot. And obviously, the whole self care and making sure that we're taking care of ourselves this year had to kind of come to a halt just because you have to work through process emotions and some turmoil that you have to deal with. So I'm sincerely apologizing for having taken some time off, family, friends. Unfortunately, cancer, it's shit, okay? Let's call it what it is. Cancer sucks. Absolutely. So being there for my friends and making sure that my mom was okay with everything that was going on, and because she was really close with the lady that had passed away, that kind of stuff. It's been a little difficult. So but we are back on track. We are working more towards our goals, and I'm happy to say that I am still following my me time routine. So that's exciting. So let's just get into some more positive vibes, definitely, because I feel like I need them, and I'm sure all of you probably would like some positive vibes. We had a rough start to the week. We had a tragedy with Kobe Bryant dying and the entire helicopter crash and the 9 victims and all that stuff. It's very unfortunate and it's very sad. So let's do some positive uplifting and let's continue to push forward. Speaking of that, I actually have started a diet. I've gone to the doctor. I have her entire blessings. I actually have like 8-page printout from her of like what she believes would work best for me as far as getting my health in check, because they did the entire blood work, that whole lab thing. So I do have that. I did start it. We are working on it. I feel a lot better about myself. I feel like I look a lot better. I feel like I have a lot more energy on most days. Some days, though, I still have that little, I don't want to get out of bed. But a lot of days, I'm able to get up, get ready, get going, that kind of stuff. So I'm super excited, and I hope that energy continues. Also, speaking of super excited, we started car shopping. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, in all the years that I've had cars and I've been driving, never once have I actually bought a car from a car lot. And of course, now I work at a dealership, so it's not that big of a change as far as driving to looking at them. Since I'm around them all day long every day, I feel like I know what we have at work quite well. And I brought FJ to the car lot yesterday because he really wanted to start looking, and we needed to start getting a feel of, okay, well, what features are you looking for? What do you absolutely have to have? That kind of stuff. And I think just having Christy, my boss, talk to him, it helped quite a bit too, because she was able to sit down with him and be like, listen, you have to figure out what absolutely can you have. What can you possibly get rid of that you're not willing to have? What's your absolute budget? That kind of stuff, because we need to know this stuff. And like when I was explaining it to him, he was listening, but he wasn't listening at the same time because it's me. Whereas somebody who works at the car dealership, and this is what she does for a living every day, all day, with dealing with the customers, where I'm more back end and she's front end, he listened to her a lot better than he was listening to me, which you have no idea how much I appreciate that woman. You really don't. So we started thinking about it. I took him out. I showed him some cars, that kind of stuff. He fell in love with a vehicle that is really expensive, but it is completely worth it. The features are totally up there, all that kind of stuff, but the price tag's up there too. So he went from wanting a Chrysler 300, which is what he absolutely loved for years, and what he really, 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 really wanted. That was his one dream, get a Chrysler 300, and that's going to be his car. And now we have him going from Chrysler 300 to he wants a Palisade. And he is literally telling me, like, he's breaking it down to how much the payment should be a month. He's breaking it down to, we're going to get this car. Imagine me driving this car. I want to drive that car, kind of thing. And I'm sitting here like, damn, like, I don't think we're ready. But you know what? I know FJ, and I know that he's got a stubborn head, and exactly what he wants is what he's going to get. So we are looking into a possible, and I say possible in all seriousness, possible Palisade. The only reason why it's not for sure confirmed is because as much as I love the Palisade, I really want an Expedition. I fucking love Expeditions. I don't know. There's so much room. There's so much storage. And I feel like going on long family vacations and stuff like that, it's going to be a lot more comfortable for everybody involved. So I want an Expedition. He wants a Palisade. The Palisade is smaller than the Expedition, which would be saving on gas money and all that stuff. But there's a whole process of trying to find a car that works for both of us that we can agree upon. Honestly, the other option that I was enjoying a lot was a Buick Enclave. The third row seating is what he really, really absolutely wants. And I agree. Like, we have the 3 kids. The third row seating would be perfect. Neither of us want a minivan. We don't want to be that kind of weird parent that has a minivan. But looking at some other options, there are quite a few that do have the third row seating. They're SUV crossover kind of things. So we're getting that into the works. So new car coming soon. Hopefully I won't have to drive around the Beast that's got a missing bumper. Only half the bumper is there. And I don't know what's going on with the brake system, but I need a whole new brake system on it basically, and brand new tires. So the Beast will be still here. It's just going to be put to rest for most of the time. Once the new vehicle comes, obviously I can't drive both. And in all reality, I'll probably keep driving the Beast. I'll probably still work on it, but yeah, we're going to get a new vehicle. So that's exciting news, and definitely working towards it. Now, speaking of working towards it, FJ wants to get another job, which I'm not going to disagree with him. I feel like that's his priority, his prerogative. But we are at the end of January, so whether it's starting a business now has to become more predominant and actually focusing on it, or if it's just going to take the back burner for this year and I'm just going to be like, whatever. I haven't quite come to the conclusion on what I'm going to do there. But I do know that I feel like if I at least get it started by the end of the year, I will feel accomplished. So we're not giving up hope, but we are kind of, I got to focus on it. I got to focus. That's all there is to it. It's got to be focused. Because if I don't focus and I don't buckle down, I know that I'm not going to actually accomplish what I need to accomplish. So that being said, I feel like this year a lot of stuff is happening, and a lot of stuff is happening quick. We have the tickets that are being bought. We have magic bands that are being bought. We have bills that are being paid for in advance. It's a long story, but ultimately we want to make sure that everything is paid for and up to date before we leave for vacation, because we don't want to come back to that, here's all those bills that need to be paid, and you just had all this fun and relaxing time. You don't want to be overly stressed out when you come back. So we are working all that out. We have Bella's trumpet, which is finally getting paid off. You guys have no idea. This fucking trumpet, okay? Like, I love her to death, and I'm glad that she's playing the trumpet, and I'm glad she plays the French horn and whatever else that little weird trumpet is that they play in marching band. It's not actually called a trumpet, it's called something else. But I'm glad she can play all these instruments and stuff, but that trumpet is so expensive. Like, I live with FJ, and he plays guitars. Like, guitars I thought were expensive, but, and they can be. They really can be. But dealing with a trumpet that's over $1,000 for, at the time when she got it, she was like 10, 11, and now she's 12. She's almost 13. Like, it's been being paid off in monthly payments because the rental agreement itself isn't actually a rental, it's a rent to own. So you don't really have the option of, all right, you're going to play it, but I'm glad that she's stuck with it and this is what she wants. So that will be paid off within the next month or two. So that's exciting. Super excited about that. The girls' birthdays are coming up. I know Mark's birthday was just here, and then my birthday comes soon. I know FJ's got some concert he wants to look into. There's a few events that he's looking into. So this year's just going to be a fucking year of just fun and relaxing, and God, do I need it. There's been a lot of stress, a lot of turmoil, a lot of fuck this, fuck that kind of shit going on. And honestly, I don't care anymore. As bad as it sounds, I don't. Like, there's got to be a cutoff point to you can only take so much from certain people before you finally are like, fuck it, I don't give a shit. And that's the point that I've hit. Some of it family, some of it friends, but I've definitely cut a lot of people off since last year. And no, I do not feel sorry for doing so, because ultimately it is going to better my life, better my family's life, and I don't have patience for it. So we have the hotel booked for August. We have, I want to say there's one more hotel I have to book yet, but we do have the hotel booked for August. We have some paperwork that FJ and I need to start filling out for credit approval for the dealerships. We do have some paperwork that we also need to fill out for some other stuff that we're doing later this year that we're keeping secret from everybody and anybody, because that's just how we're living our best lives, is a secret now. But yeah, so we do have that. We have, like I said, concerts and events. We have tickets that we're purchasing. We have magic bands that we're purchasing. We have vehicles we're purchasing. It's a big fucking year. And I am so incredibly grateful to have FJ in my life to be able to balance me out and be like, when I'm wild and crazy, he says, no, we need to stop and think about this. And when he's wild and crazy, I go, no, we need to stop and think about this and actually crunch some numbers before we complete our mission. But I'm really happy that we're actually starting off the year great. And I am so excited to look forward to all the things that happen this year and all the exciting stuff that's going to take place this year. And you guys have no idea how long I have waited for a fucking year like this. Like, it's 2020 and I am just... I am super excited and so beyond words. And unfortunately, all the grief and the sadness that has surrounded the beginning of the year, I'm hoping will dissipate and not continue throughout the year. So we're going to start picking it back up, some positive vibes again, and we're going to get our asses back in order. On that note, I am going to go make some lunch, and I'm going to sit down with the planner that I have and get some shit rolling. I have some paperwork that I need to fill out, and I also have some things that I need to start researching, as well as making sure that I start making the list of everything that we're going to need for when we go to Florida. So I'm always one of those people that I'm like, I'd rather be prepared than not prepared when it comes to this. So as far as budget goes and everything else, I'll be waiting for FJ to get home to do all that. But I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm so happy, and I'm so ready. I'm so ready for this year. You guys have no idea. But on that note, I'm going to let you guys go, and I will talk to you later. Bye.